Hello there. Hello, welcome. It's Crisandro, of course. And yeah, I know it's been a fair minute since I last did one of these. It's just been kind of like trying to keep my head down, really, regarding the whole state of the affairs with Spurs. I mean, wow. I mean, when it comes to the women's team losing both games, you're right, losing both games over the last couple of weekends, 3-2 to Liverpool, then a 3-0 defeat away to Manchester United, conceding 3 goals each time. Then Spurs, after the high of beating Ferencváros away, which hopefully you've seen the vlog for that. And also there is a away days diary for that one as well. Check that one out. It just shows the whole few days while I was out there in Hungary and the fun that I kind of had with it. And after that game, we then somehow contrived to lose 3-2 away at Brighton, in a game where we were 2-0 up and cruising. I had no issues. Well, obviously I had no issues. I mean, Brighton doing what Brighton do when they're on the attack, and they just upped it in the second half. It was poor from start to finish. And I just read a report that Postecoglou says that he can't wait to get his hands on the players after the international break, because as soon as that result came in, a lot of them were off on their travels, and yeah, so they would have been out of his range, which is bad enough, but it wasn't acceptable. I mean, you just had the opportunity to build on a good victory away at Manchester United, where we dominated from start to finish and absolutely murdered them on their own patch, and then we go away to Brighton, do the same for 45 minutes, and then literally that was it. All Brighton did in the second half was chase down the second balls better and harder than they did in the first half, and that seems to just screw our game plan up, and I just can't understand. And a lot of players there were hiding in the end. I mean, I don't want to really criticise too many of these. I mean, Udogie, made a lot of mistakes in the second half. That first goal that they scored, Van der Ven there just swiping at the ball, which caused Udogie to just lose focus. Easy tapping in at the back post for the Minte. And then Van der Ven again at fault for the second goal, just literally not really closing down the player. Can't remember who scored it. 2-2. And then who was there? Was it Romero at fault there for the third, where Welbeck was just all alone in the penalty area to just head in across. But then again, the first ball was not looked at very well by Bentancur. Just wasn't strong enough. Pathetic. And of course the women there played off the park. Played off the park. Yeah, well, against Manchester United. I mean, after they scored the first couple of goals, but in the first 25 minutes we were all over them. Just couldn't score. That seems to be a thing as a player try to transition to this style of play that we've got, and that seems to be the issue right there. But just take a little seat now. But then against Liverpool, I didn't see too much of the game because I was still kind of coming back from wherever I was, and just kind of had the highlights. The score updates come through on my phone. Not good. So they're on a run now, 2 straight defeats. Spurs men, after an unbeaten run of 5 games in all competitions, that pathetic performance. This weekend is 2 big London derbies. For the men it's West Ham at home, and for the women it's Chelsea away at their Kingstonian ground, which I'll be going to. With the first time I've been there, so that'll be a new ground to tick off. But Chelsea are on fire right now. I mean, they just dispatched of Arsenal. Arsenal seem to be having a bit of a poor time at the moment. One win, they're matching our record really. 1 win in their first 4 games. I think they're just above us in goal difference. Chelsea and Manchester City ruling the roost, of course. And for the men's, against the West Ham side, a bit up and down. But we, on the other hand, I think we're just in ninth place at the moment as things look. So we still haven't really sorted things out. But there's a lot of players coming through, as you can see, and everything's coming through for both men and women. It's just a case of getting that consistency going. And it's kind of hard to say, really. There was a bit of a story, really. I mean, Paul Gascoigne coming out and sort of like apparently lambasting Spurs for charging him for complimentary tickets and whatnot, claiming that it was never looked after at Spurs. That Spurs has washed their hands off him. A lot of people in the group there, well, not a lot of people, certain people you can imagine, jumped on that one, trying to make out that there's a Levy this, Levy that. A few of us did actually put it right, saying that it wouldn't be Levy that was personally, if it was true, it wouldn't be Levy that was personally in charge of that. It would be one of his underlings who would have dealt with it. But then it's subsequently come out that it wasn't true. His Gascoigne's manager has come out and distanced himself. This is Gascoigne from those comments, saying that nothing at all to do with Gascoigne. He's always been treated well by Spurs. He's always been looked after, and considering the medical bills that he's had as well, and also the issues that that he's had that the club has been there. So for him to come out and say that didn't really sit right with anybody. Well, anybody that looked at it objectively. So the fact that he's apparently going to come out and say that he's going to be a Rangers fan when Spurs play at Ibrox in a few weeks' time, that's all pie in the sky. But for some people who have the agenda, they've got to latch onto something. But that's by the by, just a little bit of a hiccup. But yeah, this was just like a palate cleanser, really. That's the international break is over for the men. For the women, it's a case of trying to put behind them that poor performance. Well, that's the thing. I can't really say it was a poor performance against Manchester United. We played very, very well. We just couldn't score. And the fact that we were watching ex-Man United players, Bizet and Williams doing the business. Grace Clinton as well also had a hand in a couple of opportunities. It's kind of galling to see. I think she was only on loan, but still, I kind of hope that we kind of take her on full term, but obviously that didn't happen. And it's just a case of the 5 or 6 players that we brought in over the summer. They need to bed in as well. So I know there's not too much of an uproar in the women's game as much as there is in the men's game, but it's just a case of just keeping an eye on that, really, and just seeing how it all kind of unfolds. For the men's, though. For the men, it's just pretty much the same. I mean, got a lot of bedding in to do, and I know a lot of people are trying to jump on the bandwagon and trying to say this is all wrong and try. I mean, a lot of people are already talking about Ange Outs. I keep saying a lot of people. It's not that many people. It's just really, really vocal minority. But they're the ones who are just kind of taking charge of the conversation, which I don't really like to see. But it is what it is. Got a chance to try and rectify that when the football comes out for the men. West Ham at home, and that is on the Saturday at 3 p.m. It's an early kickoff, actually, 12 p.m. I think it is, so early for a London derby. So we'll be there for that one. Catch the aftermath show at the end of that one. Hopefully we'll win that one, and then also hopefully the vlog will be out that night, but we shall see. And then the next day, Chelsea versus Spurs in the women's game, where we just have to try and get. I don't think we had a positive result against Chelsea for a long while. Just saying, we never had a positive result against Manchester United. But King's Stadium's new ground, so watch out for the aftermath video for that one, and then hopefully the vlog for that one should be out on the Monday. But there's no new injury news really that I understand. I mean, Richarlison's coming back, and he is back in training. So hopefully, the length of time he's been out and we looked after him, hopefully that will mean that the injury issues are behind him. So we should have a full squad to choose from. Same with the women's as well. But let's see how it unfolds. But yeah, looking forward to this weekend. Had a break from the football. Let's hopefully see if that break has actually helped us. Like, subscribe, and follow and all that. To chat, let us know what you think about the last couple of weekends. And yeah, I'll talk to you again soon. Come on, you Spurs. We'll all take care.